It's hot here in Apache Junction. So Michu got a tape from her mother in Thailand. The superstition. Okay, you guys, are you surviving the heat? That's all.
Yep.
You're gonna survive, huh? Yeah. Okay, it's really hot here in Apache Junction.
Very hot.
Yeah.
Oregon
Okay.
cold, Arizona hot.
Yeah, and today is day 117, and what we're going to do is we're going to do a recap of the last several days. So, Kabeti, I'm going to have you do the video, okay?
Okay.
So let's see. The last video that the last time we put videos on the internet was on the 21st, was Father's Day, day 108 in Blythe. It was really hot, and so I moved the bus to Phoenix, and the children and Michu all went in a air-conditioned room, and then I slept one night, and then I'm going to go back to get Hampton and start traveling with Hampton. And so the next morning I hitchhiked, and I got all the way out to milepost 103, as you'll see in the other videos, and then I rode, and this is just sort of a recap of what this experience was like. I rode Hampton from Blythe to Apache Junction. It's 220 miles, and I rode Hampton places, 25 and 30 mile days, where only in the evening was there water, so we had to go and hide in the shade and then go all day long, and then I had to walk a lot because to spare Hampton. So it was like I got there, I got on the what was it, the 23rd of June, I got back to Blythe, and I started riding Hampton that day towards Arizona, and I got into Arizona, and I got to Court, and I went all night long in the dark and got to Quartzsite. And in the early morning, the sun was up about 6 o'clock, I was in Quartzsite, so I didn't get any sleep at all. And then let's see, the next day, Quartzsite to Vicksburg Junction, then Vicksburg Junction is to Tonopah is 50 miles, so we went like 25 miles, and we slept near the highway. I just lay down in the dirt, in a big open spot of dirt, waking up, every 15 minutes to check for snakes, so it was pretty miserable. And then the next day we rode on to Tonopah, and I slept in, right, with just some old dry grass in Tonopah, and then from there we rode the next day to Buckeye, and we slept on some grass in Buckeye in an industrial park where there was no tenants. The grass was really nice. And then we made Phoenix, and we met with Tupac at the Indigenous Embassy in Phoenix, and then we kept on riding, and we made it to Tempe, and we slept really fierce across the Sonoma Desert, really fierce. And you just, like, your mouth dry out. You got to make sure you had enough water. I'd take a couple of gallons of water for the day, but even a lot of times that wasn't enough. And sometimes we had to go all day to get Hampton from one spot where there's water to another spot. So it's really tough on him. I had to walk a lot because I couldn't just ride him the whole way because of the heat. My Tony Lama boots were worn out when I left, but that's all I had. And so this is 215 miles from Blythe to Apache Junction. That's one Tony Lama. And my feet are pretty chewed up just because I walk so much, but the stones going in the boot, there's the stones going in the boot, you know, and this is the other boot. And that's what we did 215 miles in, but the boot itself, this part didn't hurt me. That's the main thing. So we'll maybe do a little thing on the Tony Lama Justin thing here a little bit later. But anyway, it's the most difficult distance I've ever traveled was from Blythe, or actually Indio, to Phoenix Apache Junction. Really, really tough. Toughest travel I ever did. And we made it, and everybody's okay, and Hampton's here, and he's doing well, and he's getting a lot to eat, and hardly anything out there for Hampton to eat. We saw one rattlesnake, and yeah, it's just the Sonora Desert. I call it Little Miss Sonora. Marie Laveau has got nothing on Little Miss Sonora.